Alright, what's up everyone? It's Sam from 64 Wheels back with more diecast, and today we have two new Hot Wheels 2023 9-packs with some really nice exclusives. I'm excited to unbox these, so let's get into it. Alright, so 2023, they're already dropping some really cool 9-pack exclusives like this 300ZX in yellow and this Porsche GT3 RS in blue. Now, I did film a little bit of this and I had the camera messed up, so I already opened it, but we'll go ahead and pop this open and take a look at it actually on camera this time. So the 9-packs are pretty affordable. They're right around the same price as just 9 or 10 mainlines. So if you find a 9-pack that has enough cars in it that you like, they definitely are worth buying because they're a mix of 9-packs and really nice exclusive most times. So we'll go ahead and take a look at a few of the cars and then lastly at the exclusive because it's the best one. So here is the Hot Wired. This came out last year. I did a write-up on Lamely Group about it. In my fantasy castings or original castings of the year, I really like this. It is a Hot Wheels original electric dragster. It looks really good in this red, white, and blue livery. And if you're a person that likes to race Hot Wheels, like a downhill track, a gravity track, usually these are pretty good because they have the skinny tires and they have a lot of metal up front. So if you're into racing, definitely check those out. Next up, we have the Bentley. I think this is a Continental GT3. Yes. In a nice green color. A nice like British racing green. It's almost like metallic. It's got a number 7 on it. It's pretty basic. I think this is part of the main line already. Like I swear I already have this as a main line, but it's a nice casting. So I was like, I'll take another. No worries. Next up is the Bone Shaker art car. So if you're not familiar with the art cars, I think they spell, is it Hot Wheels art cars? They spell something. And now I can't even remember what it is. Hot Wheels art card. Now I don't know because that one has a Y. So I wonder what it spells. If you remember what it spells, put it in the comments because I can't remember right now. But if you're a Bone Shaker collector, this is a good one. It's got white wheels, gold accents, a gold chassis. So I know this is a pretty popular casting. This is the closed roof version. I don't know the last time they did an open roof version. But this is like probably one of the most popular modern fantasy castings to date. So if you're a Bone Shaker collector, this is a good one to be on the lookout for. Okay, next up is the little rocket box. It is a purple and green. It almost looks like a spring car because it's in this like flat enamel, like light purple. I actually like the color. I like the wheels that they're purple. Like the chrome rims on them or the chrome ring around them is purple. This is probably a casting, especially if it gets in the main line. This is going to be a peg warmer just because it's not really a fantasy casting that people go after a lot. I feel like the fantasy castings that sell a lot are the ones that do something, have a very unique action to them, like the dinosaur car or one of the cupcake cars or something like that, or look like a realistic car such as the Bone Shaker or the Ericsson rod there. This doesn't really hit any of those, so that one's not a fan of that one. So next up we have the 70 Challenger. This is cool because I just unboxed a couple of these in the Fast and the Furious set, so now we're getting it in the mainline. This is green, black, white. It's got the nice Mopar Hemi, the white rimmed steel wheels. I was trying to see. Yeah. This looks good. I think it looks good in green. You can tell from the Fast and the Furious one, if you watch that video, that had some grille detail. This is what this casting looks like without it. Very plain up front, very plain in the rear as well. It would have been cool to get that Fast and the Furious front and rear on that. But otherwise, the car looks pretty good in this colorway, so I won't hate that. That one is going to be a mainline as well. So that's a good one to be on the lookout for. So next up is the Porsche 911 GT2. So this is a good looking casting. Porsches in general, I think Hot Wheels does a pretty good job on. This one's black with a silver stripe going down it. It's got the black wheels with the chrome lip. This one actually does have taillight tampos on it and that nice GT2. It's got really nice like lower exhaust features in the rear of the body right there. I like that a lot. They put a lot of detail into that. It's the small details sometimes. This has a metal cast wing in it. The interior's decent. I mean, it's a mainline, but it's a good looking mainline. So one thing I have noticed in these 9-packs, I don't know if you can see that, like right there and some right there, that when the cars rub up against the plastic because they're so loose like that, that they get these rub marks, and it's not something that comes off. It's almost like it's been sanded a little. I'm sure if you were like a detailer or something, you could probably get it off, but that's a little bit of a bummer. So if you are buying these 9-packs, just be cautious of which ones you buy or how you carry them, because they could get scratched up, or I don't know what you call that, worn, if you do that too much. So next up, the 52 Chevy truck, right? 52, yes, the 52 Chevy truck in red. I don't really like the wheels. I'm not a big like flame person, but I think that fits the truck all right. This is a pretty popular casting with some of the older collectors that like the 50s cars. And this, like, when this is in a different paint job, I pick it up. But this one, I'm not really that big of a fan of, but the casting is cool in itself. So if you're a person that likes this casting or does customization, this is a good pack to pick up because you can customize this truck. All right, next up, the air extend rod. This is such a cool truck. I love it. It's like a mashup of all kinds of different, wide body truck, drift, a little bit of everything. So I did a write-up on this car a long time ago, like 2-3 years ago when it came out, and it is sick. I really like it. This year it's coming out in the Hot Wheels 55th anniversary logo or livery. It is blue over white with a white plastic chassis. I love the mismatched wheels. It's got the big steel wheel with the orange on the back and the aero disc up front. But this is a cool casting. I bought this already in the mainline, so I know it's coming out. So if you're looking for this one, or you want to get this one, the 9-pack is a good way to get it as well. So lastly, in this 9-pack, we have the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, and that beautiful, what it looks like to be shark blue, that awesome blue color Porsche has. I don't think, let's see, this roof looks okay, but I did notice right there, it looks like there is a little bit of paint mark on the door. It's right there too, so it must be something to do with that casting, because there it is as well. But when you're holding it back here, it's kind of hard to see. But remember, this is just a $1 car. There's nothing special about this. It's just an exclusive color. There's no extra detail or anything like that. There's no taillights. It does say Porsche across. I wish it was curved to go with it a little better, because just sticking Porsche on it isn't that cool. I would have liked to seen it, curved, because that wouldn't have added any money, like any cost, because you're not changing, you're just changing the tool a little bit. It does have clear headlights, which I like. Has the Porsche logo up front, which a little, I mean, you can't really see it, but this is a $1 car, but it just looks awesome in this blue. This one, the black Porsche, and then the Challenger were the ones that really made me buy this, because I just thought this was such a good looking car in this blue color. But let me know what you think of this 9-pack in the comments, or if you think that one was worth spending the $9 or so on. So, all right, let me move some of this stuff out of the way and take a look at the second one. So this one was right next to the other one. As you can see, a lot of these castings have already been in the main line or will be in the main line, but there are some good ones in this one. This one too, the reason I bought it, or I mean, really the reason I picked it up, was the 300ZX in yellow, but it also has the blue Lamborghini. It's got the green Dodge Charger Drift. It has the Maxima wagon, and a couple other fantasy castings that I really like Maximum Leeway down here. Just some really cool castings. So we'll start over here and do it again. This is the Dodge Charger Pursuit. This is the police drift car. They've released this casting quite a bit. I'm not really sure why they turned it into a police car. I think it has something to do with the licensing, because a long time ago, it was not a police car, and now it is. And I loved it in the Mopar livery when it first came out as a drift car, because it was Samuel Hubinette's Drift SRT8 back in the day, the same paint job. But this looks pretty cool. I like that it says Track Pursuit, because that's kind of like, it's almost like a Nürburgring, like pace car or something. This is also in the main line, so if you're looking for this, you can pick it up. But it's awesome that it comes in this 9-pack, because I would have bought it anyways. Next up is the Nissan Maxima Drift Wagon. I don't know, does it say? I can't remember if it says a year. No, it doesn't say a year. This casting was new last year. Really cool casting with a lot of detail. It's a huge front lip, has a see-through hood, where you can see the engine detail. I don't really like chrome interiors. I would rather have a black or silver interior or whatever, but that's made that way so it can have a chrome bumper and some of the extra chrome detailing. It does have the new 3-spoke wheels on it, which look really sick, especially on cars like this. Like the JDM and Japanese stuff look really good with those wheels on it. So this is one I was going to pick up anyways and have picked up in the mainline. So it was just an added bonus that it came in the 9-pack. So really good looking car there. Next up, I'm going to read the name because I can't remember it. The the whole name of this one. So this is, oh, this is just the Aventador J. I thought it had a longer name for some reason, but this is the like open coupe top, no roof, Aventador. It's a nice looking casting. I know it's not super popular because I feel like the ones with the roofs are a little more popular, but it's cool because it's done right. Like I feel like the tampos are nice. The headlights are cool. It has a black plastic rear end. I feel like that might have been metal at some point, but I don't know. But it is a different plastic than the bottom. The bottom is like a gloss, where this is a flat, as you can see. So it's a piece of the interior with like the seats and stuff. So, but as a casting, it looks good in this color. We should be seeing it in the main line in this color if we haven't seen it already, but it's pretty cool. All right, next up, I can't remember the name of this one. Oh, it is the F1 Racer. I almost said that, but I didn't want to get it wrong. So this is the F1 Racer. This is Hot Wheels' fantasy take on an F1 car. This was released probably back in what, like 2016, 15, maybe even earlier than that. I like it. I've bought a lot of versions of it. Again, if you are a downhill gravity racer on the Hot Wheels track, this one usually is pretty fast just because it's low slung, it's metal, it's got some good... I don't know, just some good racing attributes to it. And it looks cool. If you're a fan of F1 or IndyCar or open wheel in general, it's a pretty good looking car. It's got a matte white paint job. It's got some red, white, blue livery. Not a bad car. I like it. I will buy this. If this is released in a mainline like this, I will definitely buy that. I don't think I've seen it so far though. So I think this is this muscle tone? Twinduction. Okay, I'm getting it wrong. So this is Twinduction. I actually bought this one in the mainline, like as the just like the dollar version outside the 9-pack because I like this casting. I thought it looked good. This one doesn't have the best detail. Like it just looks like they slopped a lot of paint on this. You can't even really see the body lines that well. I do like the livery and the colors, the mismatched wheels, but other than that, this one will probably be a bit of a peg warmer just because it's a fantasy. But it's a cooler fantasy. Like if you like fantasies, that's one you might like. Next up, oh my gosh, this one. Okay, so this is the Street Creeper. I have this. I have several versions of this because they put it in the Halloween or the fall cars a couple times recently. It's a cool casting. It's very fantasy because it is like a Munsters or Addams Family style hot rod with like the spider legs. Like look at that. But it's got some cool detail. I like that it has like the spider legs tampoed on it, like little hairy legs. So it's kind of cool. I do actually like these bladed wheels, but this one to me looks like again, like a spring or a fall casting to go wrong with the little rocket box. That purple one, I feel like they're slipping in some themed cars here, but I don't mind it. It's not bad. All right, next up, Maximum Leeway. This was in the... what was it, Circle Track 5-pack that I opened up not too long ago. I like this casting. It is a plastic body, metal chassis. They say this one is good for track, as you can see right there. I like this livery. I think they did a good job with it. I love the Hot Wheels logo on anything. It says Jones Race Spider, which is probably after Mark Jones. Li Wei Cheng, I think he's the one that designed this casting. Oh, and his name is on it right there. Boom, which is cool. I like that they do that. That Hot Wheels puts a lot of the designers' names into the paint jobs and stuff because this is a cool casting. It's supposed to be like a little circle track car. I like it. I think it looks good, especially for a fantasy casting because a lot of these cars in real life, they don't have a specific model. They usually are just a certain chassis with a body like this, and then you slap Ford, Dodge, Chevy, whatever on it, just like the decals. So this is a cool one. I like this one. All right, next up, I can't remember the name of this one either. I'm like dropping all the names tonight. Slingshot. This is definitely a more fantasy casting. Again, right there. For some reason, the paint looks so thick on these. I don't know why. It just looks very thick. Like you can even see like a little bubble on the inside, like drips where it's painted too much. So I don't know why that is, because I almost think it actually looks cheaper when it's painted too much because it takes away from the body lines, but this one doesn't really have a lot of body lines in general. It does have a paint error, actually a metal error right there. It didn't finish casting up there, so there's a hole in the roof. So definitely minus points for that one. But if you like this casting, the livery is cool because it's a Hot Wheels Racing. But mine has a hole in the roof. Oh no, and I dropped it. Gone. Okay. All right, the 300ZX in yellow. So again, this, I don't know why the paint looks so thick all of a sudden on Hot Wheels. Like, I feel like they took a lot of the body detail away. Like, that almost looks like a 1980s Hot Wheel with how thick it is. But the paint job looks good. The roofs aren't scratched up too much. Let's see, it's got nice tampos out back. Yeah, the tampos on the side look pretty good. So this is a winner. This looks pretty good. I think this and the Porsche are definitely the winners of each 9-pack. And I like this. I like this casting. I think it looks good. It looks good in yellow. I know they made it in yellow. I'm not sure if it was this bright yellow. I thought it was more of like a lighter yellow. But they could have. I don't know. I don't know all the different colors all these came in, especially the JDM variants and stuff. But in yellow, this casting looks great. It's a shame that this is a 9-pack exclusive. Same thing with the Porsche, because if these two were both in the main line, man, they would get gobbled up, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, look, like, I feel like the paint even on the front of the Porsche might be a little heavy. But you can see some detail there. The Nissan, I don't know. It just looks really thick. It doesn't really hurt the look of the car. It just looks a little bit different than I thought it would. Because there's no tampos. It would have been nice to get some black tampos on here too. But for $1, remember, these are both $1. These are priced the same as mainlines. So you're basically just getting exclusive mainlines for the same, roughly the same price. So now that you've seen both 9-packs, let me know what you think in the comments. Would you buy these for these two cars alone, or do you have to have like a 9-pack full of cars you like to buy them? Let me know, because I don't really buy 9-packs too often, but let me know if you buy 9-packs often as well, because I can do more unboxings if they have better exclusives this year, because I'm not against it, because these two look great. So cool. Well, that was Sam, 64 Wheels. We just did the two 2023 9-packs with these two exclusives. Let me know what you think in the comments. I really appreciate you watching. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Lamely Group, Discord, and whatnot. All the links to my social and previous videos are down in the description. And I have a lot more coming soon, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.